Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to see another video, and this is a paid request for Steven. Thank you so much for that. For those interested, requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in info box. I'll get to as soon as I possibly can. It could be any review, re-review, thought streams, commentaries, video game playthroughs for an hour or full playthrough, whatever the case, and I'll get to it again as soon as I possibly can. And this is for The Roommate, the 2011 film that... Have you seen Single White Female? Well, imagine that was done as tame and lame as possible, as if it was an overblown episode of The OC. Here's your sign. Here's your movie. Even the title is boring. The Roommate. Like, what's a title that's really going to showcase the thrills? The Roommate. I mean, I'm trying to think what's next other than The Roommate. I don't fucking know. The Next Door Neighbor. It stars Leighton Meester, Minka Kelly, Gigandet. He was in Never Back Down. I guess he was in Twilight. He was in Pandorum. He was in Love Hurts, which I reviewed not too long ago. He was one of the bad guys in that. And the plot is pretty simple. The lead girl, her name is Sarah. She has gone to college, moved into the dorm, and she has this friend who's a party girl. She eventually meets this new guy who becomes a boyfriend named Steven. That's Cam, Giganted, that guy. And then gets a new roommate, Rebecca. She will be the cycle of the picture. Billy Zane is in this and given nothing to do. Like, he's a professor who sees the lead girl Sarah like 3 times, and one time tries to do a little bit of something he's not supposed to, and pretty much the evil roommate threatens him and gets him kicked out, or moved out, kicked out, left out, whatever the hell. Threatens, if you do this, then I'm going to say this, and as retaliation for him, I think it was like a kiss he gave to Sarah, which you're not supposed to do because you're a professor. But just a waste of Billy Zane. Like, Billy Zane I do like as an actor, whether it be in The Phantom, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, and Sniper. Just seems like a waste for him. Like, anybody could play this role. I'm so mad I'm kicking my desk in frustration. Because I like Billy Zane. I wanted to see more Billy Zane. But no, we can't. Because we can only have bad things in this movie. Pretty much, it's a good chunk of it is Rebecca giving people the stink eye, or giving the eye like they farted, or someone farted. Or like me, I just saw lightning. That was more scary than anything in this fucking film. You hear that? The thunder? That was more scary than anything in this fucking film. Hear that? Even God's pissed at this movie. God heard the name Roommate being talked about and said, "Fuck you." Slammed a goddamn lightning bolt up your ass like Zeus. Follow Apollo. Like a slam dunk to the earth. You know when the movie's bad when even God slam dumped in fucking lightning bolts into the earth. Fuck this shit. That's what he's saying. I hear you. I know, but I gotta talk about it. It's a paid request. And sooner than later, she becomes obsessed with Sarah, and spoiler, why not? She threatens the party girl. You always like that. You shit. Threatens her in the shower and rips her belly button ring off. and says, if you come near again, I'll kill you. she'll give Tam the stink eye in the library. Are you constipated or what? Sarah's noticing, this room is a little bit weird. At one point, Sarah finds a kitten, and they name the kitten. But she wants to find a place where she could also keep her kitten. So this other girl says, why don't you move in with me? And Sarah tells the roommate, and the roommate don't like that. And he's like, well, you'll have a lot more space, but I don't need more space. Well, also then I could keep the cat. So then the most evil thing she does, Rebecca, is she takes the kitten, puts in the damn dryer, and does her fucking version of Milo and Otis with it. Pretty much you just see her place it. You get the idea, and then it cuts away. If it was Milo and Otis, you would see the cat literally go in the fucking dryer. Because people in Japan, those fuckers were crazy. Yes, I know, that's not everybody in Japan. It's the people who made that film who are evil. But that's one other thing Milo knows. Jesus Christ. Just saw my friends at Dead Pit talk about that film, and I'm like, Jesus. Talking about fucking Auschwitz might be more uplifting than talking about Milo and Otis. Jesus Christ. But anyway. It's a joke, folks. Relax. So Rebecca kills the kitten, screws over Billy Zane. She pretends that she was mugged to get Sarah to sympathize onto her. Takes Sarah to her family, Thanksgiving. Overhears the dad asking Rebecca, do you still take your meds? Sarah looks around and finds the pills. Apparently the pills are for schizo and bipolar. And then her boyfriend's like, man, looks like she didn't take any. And I'm sitting there going, why did she have the pills there in the first place then? Why the fuck didn't she just throw the pills away? I mean, why are you keeping pills that you're never going to take because you feel like you don't need to take? So why are you keeping the pills there in the first place? Oh, for the plot, the showcase, our lead character find the pills and find out, oh, she's crazy because she's taking pills for schizo and bipolar. Otherwise, if she just threw the fucking pills away like anybody else would have, well, then they have to find another way for them to find out more that this girl's crazy as fuck. There's this ex-boyfriend that keeps wanting to talk to Sarah, and she keeps ignoring the guy, but Rebecca takes the call, ultimately finds this note that was meant for Sarah, dresses up like single white female, sees the ex, kills him. This film, I think, is like PG-13, so there's nothing. There's no nudity. There's really no sense of violence or intensity. Even like ripping the belly button, like you don't really see belly button ring. Not the ring, not the whole belly button, but the ring. You don't really see anything. The finale is the girl that Sarah was going to move in with. Rebecca has tied her up, led Sarah and eventually Steven, the new boyfriend, to there. Sarah tries to get the girl out of the bed. Rebecca attacks. There's a bit of a struggle. It leads to Sarah's out the window hanging for dear life. Rebecca's going to kill the girl tied to the bed, but Gigandet, the new boyfriend, attacks and punches her, grabs the gun, is picking the girl up, then he gets hit in the back. Rebecca grabs the girl, choking her. I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened to the gun. Anyway. So then Sarah looks at her and goes, "You're never my friend," stabs her in the back. And pretty much she did one last jump scare where Sarah gets near and she waits up for a bit, then dead again. Then it ends with Sarah's still with the new boyfriend, and she's like, I don't need a roommate for a while, and they move the extra bed out. That's literally the movie. I just described the entire fucking film. I didn't miss any beats. You ever heard someone called a nothing burger? If not, then, well, the title suggests what it is. It's nothing. This is a nothing burger. This is one of those movies that you would watch and instantly forget all at the same time. This is a movie that it's like a diarrhea. It just flows out of you and you just want to forget about it as soon as possible. In one ear, out the other. In one mouth, out the other ass. And it stinks. That's right, it stinks. The acting is... if I'm being fair, Sarah and the Rebecca, the acting is serviceable. But, I mean, nothing that I would gush about either. I don't remember a thing about the music other than there's sometimes some people singing songs. That does seem like the OC or Dawson's Creek type of soundtrack. Again, at times it does feel like an OC, like that type of way the way it's filmed. The director, I don't think the director did anything remotely familiar ever again. Just this film, I mean, it might have made a little bit of money, maybe, but not a whole lot. Critically spit on for good reason. This is not much to talk about. There's no... you either need an actress that to really elevate the film with their performance. This, I mean, she might as well be playing for a Lifetime movie. You know, that's kind of what this is. To have a to have a Lifetime channel movie. My Stalker, My Sitter, or whatever the fuck the names would be. That's what it comes off across. And it's just like, who gives a shit at the end of the day? This is one of those movies that, like, who gives a fuck? You're not going to give a fuck? I'm not going to give a fuck. And they're not going to give a fuck. Who they are, you take your pick. No one's going to give a fuck about this movie. No one did give a fuck. I bet no one has even talked about this film for the longest fucking time until I'm doing it. No one's probably talked about this film since 2011. This is one of those... oh, this film existed. Yeah. A forgettable, blasé, safe, sanitized, PG-13, single-white female. That says nothing, does nothing, and again, most of the time it's just a girl going... I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm just trying to do her performance. Just not a whole lot of... it was like... you're trying to look psycho and emotionless. Until the few times it does... she needs to get emotional, like some bits at the end. The other characters, I mean... the boyfriend, bland. I never thought Cam Gigandet was that good of an actor. Not in Never Back Down. I don't like that movie. I like Pandorum, but his role was one of the lesser parts of the film. At least acting-wise. Because like Ben Foster was good, Dennis Quaid was good. This guy, not so much. Love Hurts. Didn't give a shit one way or the other about the guy. He's just very bland. Milquetoast face. The other friends, it's like, okay, the party girl, and then After a little bit, she, for the most part, disappears because she's afraid of the other girl. There's really nothing else to talk about. There's no interesting shots or camera angles or sense of tension, or it's hinted at that Sarah's sister died long ago just for later when Rebecca gets the idea, I'm going to put your sister's name on my titty or whatever, and then this is going to be on my titty. What's next? You don't put my name on your ass? Or maybe on your taint. Maybe you put my name on the taint. So I can kick it. I feel like kicking my own ass for watching this piece of shit. Well, not really. It was a paid request. I mean, if I did it without the paid request, then I feel I should kick my own ass. How about that, Rebecca? You put my name on your ass, and then we could kick my face. I don't know why I'm thinking kicking my name means kicking my face. I don't know. Who gives a shit? I don't give a fuck. Whatever the fuck. I'm not making sense, but neither does this movie. Food for thought. If you're a psycho bitch and you're not taking your pills, you never want to take your pills, just throw the pills away. Or do what any college person would do and sell those fucking pills. Because I bet there's some big fucking druggies that want those pills. You made $1.25. I bet. Here's some pills. Get you really high. Pay me. And they'll fucking pay you, you know, a bit of money. Okay, yeah, these are expensive. How much you want for it? Okay. Thanks for the money, lady. Or here's the money, lady. Thanks for the pills. Or just throw them away. Don't let your evidence be just there for the finding. You're a college grad. Or you're hopefully a college grad. You're going to college. Think. Think, McFly. Think. See, even God's saying that. Think. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Ciao.